Hello guys, in this video we'll be discussing about Devyani International IPO. Guys, first let me tell you that I am going to keep this video very short and we'll do a quick analysis of all the important aspects of this IPO. So guys, first of all, this company was incorporated in 1991 and it is the largest franchisee of Yum brands in India. So guys, Yum brands include Pizza Hut, KFC and Costa Coffee. It is among the largest quick service restaurant, that is QSR chain in India. Other competitors include Subway, McDonald's, Burger King and Domino's. So guys, if we talk about its business, it has three business verticals, major three business vertical. First is the core brand, second is the international business, and third is the other businesses. So guys, let's start the discussion with the core brand. It has stores, as I told you earlier, it has 696 stores of KFC, Pizza Hut and Costa Coffee in India. That is the core business, that is the core brand business it has. And if we talk about the international business, it has stores of KFC, Pizza Hut and Costa Coffees in other countries as well, which include Nepal and Nigeria. And finally, the other businesses. So guys, it owns few brands directly. For KFC, Pizza Hut and Costa Coffee, it has the franchisee from the Yum brands. But for few of the brands, it owns directly, which includes Vango, Food Street and Masala Twist. Guys, although overall revenue, if we talk about the overall revenue from all these three business vertical, the 80% revenue in 2021 was from the core business operations in India. So guys, now let's discuss about the financials of this company. If we talk about the financials, in the financial year 2019, the revenue was 1,311 crore rupees. In financial year 2020, the revenue increased substantially and it was 1,516 crore rupees. Though in financial year 2021, the revenue decreased and it was only 1,135 crore rupees. But for obvious reason, that was the COVID crisis. Now let's look at the net profit of the year. Though there's no profit, there are only losses for the last three financial years. If we talk about financial year 2019, the losses were 94 crore rupees, and in financial year 2020 it increased substantially and it was 122 crore rupees. But if we look at the financial year 2021, although the net revenue has decreased by approximately 300 or 350 crore rupees, but the losses have also decreased, mainly due to the cost cutting measures adopted by this company. And guys, if we overall look at the numbers, we can see that there's upward trajectory, and in the near future we can see the revenues of this company growing. Now guys, let's look at the other IPO details. Now let's look at the IPO details of this company. This IPO has opened today, that is 4th of August, and this IPO will be closed day after tomorrow, that is 6th of August. The total issue size is 1,838 crore rupees, out of which 1,398 crore rupees is offered for sale. Yani that is 1,390 crore rupees will go directly to the promoters of the company. Only 440 crore rupees will be received by the company, and that amount the company will be using it for debt reduction and other corporate expenses. So guys, out of this total issue size, which is of 1,838 crore, the company will be receiving only 440 crore. And that amount it will be using for debt reduction. So guys, if we see the price band is between 86 to 90, and that is 90 is the upper band, and you should place your orders at 90 rupees only. If we see the lot size is 165 shares, so approximately the total lot size in value will be 50,000 rupees per lot. Now if we see what is the size of the QIB portion, that is qualified institutional buyer, it is 75% of the net offer, and non-institutional portion is 15%. And if we see the retail category, it is less than 10% only, that is 10% only, that is less, and hence there are lesser chances of you getting this IPO. So guys, if you want to receive this IPO, try applying it from multiple DMAT account, then only you can increase your chances of getting this IPO. So guys, now let's discuss what are the plus point of investing in this company. If we talk about the plus point of this company, the major plus point is that it has a portfolio of globally recognized brands, which includes KFC, Pizza Hut and Costa Coffee. It offers variety of cuisines, and also it offers in different formats, which include dine-in, cafes, takeaway, delivery and drive-thrus. So guys, also the QSR channel network is expanding in India rapidly. The major reason behind this is the internet penetration, and people are ordering food from home, and people are to order the food, people are preferring brands such as KFC, Pizza Hut and Costa Coffee. So guys, now if we talk about what are the risks and concerns, that is the negative points of investing in this company. First, it is operating under a very highly competitive market, that is it is facing competition from international QSR chains such as Subway, McDonald's, Domino's, Starbucks, etc. Also guys, it is a loss-making business. Yes, it is a loss-making business, and it has been making losses from the last 3 financial years. So guys, there is a little risk here. Now finally, let's talk about the valuations of this company. If we talk about the valuation of the company, we can't use PE ratio for comparison. Obviously, this is a loss-making company, and hence we can't use PE ratio, but we can use price to sales ratio. If we see PS ratio of Devyani International, it is 10 times. And if we see the PS ratio of Jubilant FoodWorks, it is 15 times. Though Jubilant FoodWorks is a profit-making company and it can charge premium. And if we see the PS ratio of Westlife Development, it is 9 times. And finally, if we see the PS ratio of Burger King India, it is also a loss-making company, but it is charging premium, and the SPS ratio is 14 times. So overall, we can say that the valuation at the upper band, that is at 90 rupees, which is the upper band of this IPO, it seems to be fair, and we can invest at this level. So finally, whether I am going to invest in this IPO or not. So guys, today is 4th of August. As you can see on the screen, I have opened Chittorgarh website, and here you can see the live status of this IPO. So guys, first day of bidding has been closed, and this IPO has already been subscribed 2.69 times. And if we see only the retail category, it has already been subscribed 11 times. So guys, that is a very huge number, and today is the first day only. And there are 2 more days, and this subscription, the overall subscription can reach 50 times, and the retail subscription can reach up to 400 times. So guys, as we can see that this IPO is getting a very good demand from the investors, and we can see a huge bumper listing. So guys, we can apply for the listing gain, but that is my opinion. I am going to apply for this IPO for the listing gains, but whether to invest in this IPO or not is completely your decision. Do your analysis and accordingly finally apply for this IPO. So guys, thank you so much. I will see you in my next video.